Hello students, today we are going to talk about the petroleum. This is the lecture of grade 8 chapter number 5. The chapter is coal and petroleum and it's part 4. In this topic we are going to study about the petroleum. What is petroleum? Petroleum is also called black gold. This is also called black gold. And this word petroleum is derived from the Latin word first petra, means rock, and oleum means oil. So the combination of petra and oleum is called rock oil. Clear? This is black gold and it is derived from petra and oleum. Petra means rock and oleum means oil. So this is also called rock oil. So after this, what are the composition of petroleum? The composition of petroleum petroleum consists of a large number of different hydrocarbon. First, different hydrocarbon. That means hydrogen and carbon. The derivatives of hydrogen and carbon. The next is nitrogen. It has also nitrogen is also present in petroleum. The next, oxygen and sulfur. Nitrogen, we can say that nitrogen, oxygen and sulfur. These are the composition of petroleum. The large number of different hydrocarbon and certain organic compounds, and it contain nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur also. So this is petroleum and its composition. The next point is how petroleum formed, or sorry, how petroleum formed, not found, formed. It is believed that petroleum was formed due to the composition of remain of sea plants. There are so many big plants present in the sea. It believed that millions of years ago, when the sea plants dead and buried under the earth, then it covered after some times, these dead sea plants covered with clay, sand, and buried deep under the earth crust. At there, in high temperature, pressure, and by the help of bacteria, it converted into petroleum. After millions of years ago, it will be happened. This is believed. So in this topic, we discussed about how the petroleum formed, and when after the millions of years ago, decomposition of that dead sea plants, oil extracted by their plants and deeply get trapped into the rocks, that is called impervious rock. It is a special type of rock that is a non-porous rock, and it contains a lot of petroleum in it. That is called impervious rock. That is present in deep inside our earth crust. So this is that how petroleum formed. Petroleum formed under the earth crust. How I gave you the information. The next is how we obtain the petroleum. Here, petroleum occurs deep inside the earth between the layer of impervious rock, I told you, and that rock mixed with water, sand, salt, and their compounds. And if we should, and we want to get the petrol from that impervious rock, we have to drill. And when the oil well reached at the impervious rock, the first that some amount of natural gases evolved at with very high pressure, and after that when the total natural gases released, after that some time the petroleum come from its own. Okay, so in this way we obtain the petroleum from the impervious rocks. So this is all about this obtaining the petroleum and these four topics. And the most important thing, oil production in India, two agencies, ON ONG. So the first agency is ONGC, Oil and Natural Gases Corporation. This is the first agency, and the next is Oil India Limited, OIL. This is called Oil Indian Limited. So these are two agencies, and in India there is not the huge uh, amount of petroleum present in our country. Little bit lesser amount in present. First in Gujarat, and in Gujarat, Akhileshwar and Kalol is the two places where the petroleum is found, and the next is Assam, in which Rudrasagar and Lakwa, and the third is Mumbai High. So this is all about this lecture. In our next lecture, we will talk about the refining of petroleum, in which we will discuss about the fractional distillation process, and with the help of different type of diagrams and their uses. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.